Hello guys, and welcome back with another video of What If Naruto Was a Saiyan. Today we'll be covering from to the end of Naruto, since I made enough images from all of it and decided to put all of it in one video. Anyways, hope you enjoy, and I had to re-record this because I included some stuff from last year, and I don't want to be that guy who does that, releases stuff from last year, out with the old. Anyways, on to the video. And we start off our first match with Choji versus Shino. And for this match, I really think Shino would win here because he's more of the intelligent fighters and probably has some bug in his arsenal that can take him down. I don't know, we barely get any screen time for this guy. Although what little we do see of him is good enough. Really, I can't see Choji winning here in any way, shape, or form. Of course, I forgot to take some. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Yeah, I had to take Naruto's whole adaptability thing out. While writing the other parts, I started saying, "Oh, this fight would be fun." Oh, wait, Naruto would just adapt and the whole thing. Yeah, I kind of had to take that out. Well, Broly's point of adapting to Broly's level. Or borderline. I think the only reason they did that because they needed Broly to catch up to Goku and Vegeta. I mean, how else were you gonna do that? Anyways, now in this version, I still think the match would go to Naruto, and here's why. I think he would be. Well, I think he would know not to get hit by the shadow in Shigemo's cannon fight. It was a time of day where Tamar is more intelligent than Naruto. Still give it to Naruto because of, he'd be fast enough to dodge the shadow, and there's really no hole for him to use for extra shadows. Funny how they use that in Shadow Possession, just how many rules they used back then. But now today, remember the rule: if you got hit in the Shadow Possession Jutsu, the caster, you would also get hurt. Yeah, that rule does not apply in Boruto. I can see why they took it out though. Next, we have Sasuke versus Saku, and not to say anything, yeah, Sasuke takes this one, no problem. On to our next match. Fun fact, Zaku and Ken were actually the sacrifices with Hashirama and Tobirama during this arc. Who knew? Anyways, next we have everyone's favorite green wearing man, although my favorite green guy is... Who was it? Oh yeah, Piccolo. Versus everyone's favorite sand willing guy, although that's how we'll have to go to Crocodile for me, as this battle would not change for its canon during the preliminaries. Rock Lee may be stronger, but let's all get real with ourselves. Even Rock Lee had knocked out Gar, he would have still won that match. Shikaku would have just probably destroyed the entire building and ended the shooting exams there. Or there's no telling how. What if that happened? I don't know. Skip all the way into the Konoha Shark. With a and nothing really changes in Naruto versus a much more weakened Gaara. As Naruto would be able to. This fight wouldn't really change from his canon, except for Naruto actually being able to fight on par regardless instead of using 1,000 shadow clones and Basically looking out at every scenario. Seriously, attacks in the Ninja Storm game. Sand Rain. Rainy Sand. Why didn't he use that? That would have decimated him. El Sand Tsunami. Really didn't see how Naruto won this fight. Did he get the fairy tale power up? The power of friendship. I know all the fairy tale means power friendships are going around, but still, I can see why they exist. They're not exactly subtle on how people get their power ups. Anyways, well, this the tuning exams arc would end off the same. Nothing really here to say. Naruto still summons Genbu till all that goes down. Also, why didn't Shikaku use a Biju bomb? He would have nuked the entire area and won the fight. I don't get why he didn't use a Biju bomb. Was there something stopping him? Gar wasn't using that much chakra. Why didn't he use a Biju bomb? Unless the technique wasn't thought of at this point of time. Anyways, on to the Tsunade Retrieval arc, where things would go into the hotel scene. Unfortunately, I could not get a hotel background, so enjoy this hit and leave background, which I have faded out in others. As Itachi and Kisame would still show up at Naruto's apartment. As Naruto would still attempt to fight and would attempt to punch Kisame, but would punch his sword. Basically, it doing nothing to him as he would be swiped away into a wall. As Sasuke would go on still the whole Itachi situation at this time and would end up like his canon self at this time. Really did not think that one through. As Naruto would gain a rage boost flying straight towards Itachi and land a left hook to his face, at least would try. And would easily be put, well, I could say be put under Genjutsu or be blocked. One of the two. I don't really care. Wait, why would I say I don't really care? This is my story. Put under Genjutsu. As eventually the two would still be stopped by not stopped. Eventually the two would be chased away by Jiraiya. And by chased away, I mean these two would have totally have been Jiraiya. Again, why was he? So why was Itachi afraid of this guy? I mean, I have full faith that Kisame could have beaten him alone. Why didn't Kisame attempt to fight Jiraiya? I mean, I can understand the toad mouth, but once they got seriously, they could have beaten him. Anyways, we get into Naruto versus Tsunade, and Naruto would do better than his canon self, being able to force Tsunade to use a hand, and would try a technique of still powering up, and would try using a Kamehameha that or did I get from the Gauntlet gun? I keep forgetting. Kamehameha. Which Tsunade would either punch through or slap away. Most likely punch through or tank it. Because I don't see her causing damage to anyone somewhere. And so would still end the battle like she did in canon. As like in canon, Naruto would still fight Kabuto. I don't see this battle changing much except for Naruto really bringing more pain to Kabuto. Man, did he suck this in this fight in canon. He landed one Rasengan and the guy nearly killed him and got back up like it was almost nothing with just his glasses. Anyways, on to the Sasuke retrieval. Like in canon, this battle would still start with Naruto versus Sasuke. And the two going at it with Naruto being much more stronger and actually being able to kind of dominate Sasuke, so there goes that. Which will lead into the Rasengan and Chidori, almost Rasengan and Chidori class. Kakashi was still interrupting everything from here would go as in canon until Naruto versus Kimimaro. I almost forgot his name there. And the two still going up. And Naruto doing better than his canon self, actually being able to fight Kimimaro in his curse mark stage. Well, he wasn't even in stage 1. That's how bad Naruto got his butt whooped. The guy didn't even need to go stage 1. Wow. In Naruto fighting stage 2 to a standstill. Keep in mind, if you think this is ludicrous, it probably is, but keep in mind Kimaru is sick and is able to damage him more than his cannon cell. As the two will go full power with Kimaru going stage 2 and Naruto just powering up. I really need to do something I'll just call this full power Naruto. And the two and Naruto still having the edge and well having the edge. I don't want to go over all that analytical stuff. Probably should one day. And Naruto launching one powerful Kamehameha that would finish Kimaru off. Not killing the guy, but would finish him off. Maybe I could have Kimaru turn good, although he probably died of his sickness. Although it's a what if, maybe I could have Kimaru turn to the good side. Comment that keep Kimaru alive, yeah. If you want to, although he will probably never betray Orochimaru. Never mind. Of course, we have the fated battle between brothers. I mean, they weren't brother. Well, whole complicated. The fated battle between rivals. And this fight wouldn't change from his canon self because I wouldn't change a thing about it. Well, except for Naruto wouldn't get dominated in the beginning, but otherwise than that, yeah, nothing changes from his canon fight. Nothing at all. Which means Naruto still goes for the headband victory instead of going for the actual victory. I mean, I didn't think he actually meant scratch his headband. If any of you forget, Sasuke said in the beginning when he put his headband, not headband, that you wouldn't lay a scratch on it. Later in the fight, at the end, with the most pivotal moment, Naruto with his free hand, may I remind you, free hand goes for a scratch on Sasuke's headband. Yes. I do not know why. I guess he went for the symbolic victory. Although he could have went for the victory all and then scratch his headband. Although we do not know who was stronger at the time. Maybe most likely Sasuke though. Or Naruto. Nine-Tails Stalker is OP. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.